everyone, I'm Savannah and this is Uni Scents. We are all about fragrances. We do fragrance reviews, hauls, comparisons, collections, niche, designer, and Middle Eastern fragrances. Today I'll be doing another review on one of my favorite fragrance brands, Kayali. So I finally got my nose on the Wedding Velvet Santal since it's been re-released, and I'm so excited to do this review for you guys. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and turn post notifications on. Let's jump in. So firstly, if we take a look at the packaging, I really like the packaging of this fragrance. It has a velvet exterior on the edges, which is really nice and quite different from the rest of their packaging. I really like the bottle as well. So I really like the bottle. For me, it's very sexy and elegant at the same time. It has this bark-like lines down the front of it, which I find really, really interesting. And it just gives a little bit of an edge to the bottle look. So if we look at the notes, in the top we have tea and jasmine. In the mid we have white musk and cedarwood. And in the base we have sandalwood and benzoin. So immediately when I read these notes, I kind of was expecting a fragrance with quite a woody type of vibe and a creaminess from the sandalwood. And I was expecting a slight sweetness as well. And as I was expecting, it is a creamy, woody fragrance. So there's a nice sweetness that comes through, but this is a sandalwood dominant fragrance. It's definitely creamy and smooth and quite warm as well. To my nose, I get a slight smoky aspect, which I'm not sure why I get that because the notes don't suggest that there's going to be a smoky aspect, but to my nose, that's what I get. It's very mild, but it is there. So I find this fragrance unisex for sure. I don't think it leans masculine or feminine. I think it's straight down the middle. I do get a vanillic aspect to this fragrance as well, but it is very smooth and I get a slight powderiness as well from the musk, which has just been really well blended in there as well. For me, even though the jasmine is in the top notes, I find that it comes through more in the mid and into the dry down. I don't get it before that, but it comes through really beautifully as it starts drying down. If I had to give this fragrance a texture, I would say that it's velvety and fluffy and soft. So the name of the fragrance is really appropriate for the actual scent of the fragrance. So I think this is a year-round scent, but I do think that it would best perform in autumn. It just gives that warm, cozy kind of vibe. Not necessarily winter cozy, but more autumn cozy. The performance is moderate with moderate projection and I got pretty good longevity. I got about 9 hours longevity with this fragrance, which is quite a lot considering Kayali fragrances don't usually last that long. I got quite good longevity with this fragrance, so I'm pretty pleased about that. So when I think about this fragrance, I get like a warm and fuzzy feeling, just like kind of how velvet makes you feel, warm, fuzzy, and soft. That's the kind of feeling I get from it. So when I think about it, I think of like velvet cushions, velvet clothing, velvet couches, or sofas, and that's the kind of feeling that I get from it. It's a very regal type of scent, in my opinion, and it's very well blended and well balanced. So honestly, I think you'll get a lot of compliments from this fragrance just because it's quite a mass-pleasing fragrance and it's inoffensive, but it's also an inviting fragrance. It kind of envelops you and it just gives you this warm, fuzzy kind of feeling. So I think a lot of people will enjoy this fragrance. So I do think that it is blind buy safe, but I would say you have to kind of like woody, creamy fragrances. So as I said previously about the bottle, I think this fragrance is very sexy but elegant at the same time. So it just gives off a very sexy vibe, but it also just has that elegance of showing real class. The bottle really suits the scent of the fragrance because it really shows what the fragrance smells like just from looking at the bottle. So I can see this as a date night fragrance. I can also see it as a wedding fragrance. I can definitely see people wearing it at a wedding. So I think once again, the name of the fragrance suits the scent of the fragrance because I can definitely see it being worn at weddings. It has just got that elegance but sexiness that you want at your wedding. I think you would also wear this somewhere where you want to feel graceful and elegant at the same time. So as I said earlier, I think weddings is a good situation to wear this. So I highly recommend this fragrance. I absolutely love it. I think it's really well made and I think it's really well blended. And I'm really happy that they've made it a permanent feature in the Kayali line now. So that's it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, please click that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And please let me know your thoughts on the wedding scents. Which one is your favorite, Silk Santal or Velvet Santal? Please also check out my Kayali collection playlist for more Kayali reviews. I'll see you soon. Bye!